Alright, hello all, welcome back to Shea One Peg Leg. Doing a face shape today with What the Face? Alfie Solomon's, the second in the Peaky Blinders series. He's not in that picture, but he was in the beginning clip. It was him and Thomas Shelby. Got the soap and the splash. And here's the pour. Alfie Solomon's oud that's oud, but that is not a dirty feet oud. That is a wonderful, wonderful scent. So Don, when you make Thomas Shelby's EDP for his signature scent, need one for this one too. If you only ever make 4 EDPs, do it for this series, because they deserve it. That's absolutely fantastic scent. And I also have a package that came in. It was get this. All right, you guys will like this, because I know you've experienced this before, right, yourselves. This was supposed to be here Thursday, and this came from a place up the road from me. It's about 45 minutes to an hour with traffic to get to it. It was $5 shipping to get this from just up the road, but that was cheaper than spending the gas to get up there and back. I would have spent more than $5 in gas, so just mail it, right? So anyways, it was coming from there to me, 45 minutes away, hour away by car. It went to Madisonville, Tennessee. Can you explain that to me? Because I have no flipping clue why it went to Tennessee. And as soon as they got it at like 5:18 in the morning in Tennessee. And at like 7:25 that same morning, it was headed back to Florida. So I got it today. They said it wasn't going to come to Monday, but I got it today. I got this, I won the bid. I was the only one to bid on it for $9.99 and $5 shipping. Comes with a little cloth pouch that probably needs to be cleaned very well. And the rest of the box, which is pretty much crapola. Actually, that's an extra lid for the box, I think, because it does not fit inside, or it fits like that. I'm sorry, fits like that, and then this goes over the top. But the directions on how to use it, which I'm not going to use it, I don't think, because I don't shave my pits, I just trim them. I have my Norelco trimmer, and I just take the length off, because I'll be sitting out, I got a fan on my porch, I'll be sitting watching YouTube, and I'll see a fluttering over here, and it's freaking hair sticking out. I got like a jungle under my arms. And that is the blade. It is pretty flexible. It's a little thicker than a regular DE. And I got a whole pack of them. I got this for the novelty of it, because I like to collect odd stuff. It needs to be cleaned and sterilized. And you just pop that hinge up, lay the blade in. Yeah, see, it needs to be cleaned inside. Then clamp it down and it torques the blade in place. and you shave the pits. You know, this was concave. If it was convex, it'd be a good razor to shave the boys with. But it also, not just that one, came with the gold one. So I've got both models, which both need to be cleaned and sterilized. And like I said, I just got them for collector value to add to my collection. And the handles do not come off, and I cannot get both of them into the box. Or can I? I can. Aha, I got both of them into the box. Plus the blades. Now cover it up. Ta-da! Like I said, that's just for collector purposes only. Now, as you saw in the thumbnail, and I dragged this out, and I should have polished it, but I didn't polish it. I'm going to run it as is. I did strop it again, though. I don't know how sharp this is. It's been probably 8 months since I used the straight, and this thing, the pin is real loose on it. It's an Athy Love, just cheapy off of Amazon. But that's what Alfie would use. I should have used it for Thomas Shelby, because I know Thomas Shelby actually would use a straight, because that's what he did use in the series. And I should have used the single ring for Alfie. And I just was thinking about, because somebody mentioned they hadn't seen me use my Shea Vet in a long time. I'm just using the 22 millimeter maybe Parker Badger in the copper bowl. See the soap? Dawn soaps are always soft. I gotta make this a little thinner to use with a straight. So, yeah, like I said, I like collecting odd stuff, and that's kind of, you gotta admit, that's kind of odd. So, I got that, just for collector purposes only. It's not like the Bat Handle Tech that I got that has from the 40s that has a beautiful case on it, or the King Oscillator. Both of those I'll use, and the rolls I use those. I don't think you can shave your face with the curve bit. I don't know what you guys, but Mom hasn't been doing too good lately, so I've been mainly taking care of her. Hope you guys have been out there taking care of yourselves and having good shaves. Oh, yes, we're still in the mid to high 80s down here. Still a sweat box. And it's November. Some of you guys have seen snow already. I haven't. I've seen 1 week where the temperatures were in the mid 70s. And that was right after Hurricane Ian blew through and sucked all the heat out with him when he left. Alright, still need a little more water. It's still a little thick. Oh, that might be too much water. It might be a little thinner than I want, but I doubt it. I think Dawn soap is going to eat this right up. And it is. It just ate that soap, or that water, extra water. Maybe the brush helped too, being a badger. Yeah, it's a little looser than I normally like, but I think we're going to go with it. You know what? I am going to... I haven't used this in a while. I didn't notice that the plastic was up around the edge. See, with a cube, everybody peels all the plastic off of it. I don't. I leave the plastic on, and I just trimmed right around like a 1/4 of an inch down. So now none of it comes off in my hand, and my hand isn't super slick because of it. I'll just run that under some cold water. Put some water on the face. And I have my R41 sitting right here, and I have a blade over there in case this doesn't work, because I'm not sure it's going to be the sharpest edge, and I wanted to use a straight over the Shea vet. So haven't used one of these in a long time, so you may see a lot of blood, you may not. You're just going to see some very, very awkward shaving. I know that. Yes, I know I didn't have soap on, but I had the pre-shave on. I just wanted to see if it was going to be acceptable or not to shave with. Maybe I should have done this first. It wasn't bad. I think I might be able to get away with it, but we'll find out when we get actual lather on the face instead of just a pre-shave. I just wanted to see if it would glide at all. I should have done this with the pre-shave first, though. That was my bad. All right, let's see. Don, you killed it with this scent, too. I really, really like the Thomas Shelby, but this is a very, very close second. Yes, I do that so I can smell the soap. Let me tell you guys, when I do this, if you have a mustache and you do this, you will smell this soap for a good 12 to 14 hours, even 16 hours after you shave. All right, let's see if we can do this for real this time. If my cloth would take the soap off the blade. Oh, I didn't stretch, did I? I told you, it's been a while. definitely been a while. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, I don't know if this is going to work at all. Yeah, definitely different. The soap probably could be a little looser too. It's still a little thick. But it is taking off hair, so. I'd have a scar right here if this thing was super sharp right after this, because I just went in way too hot and put the blade right against my freaking neck. Like I said, it's been a long time since, and I was never good with straight, that great anyways. That was the spine that hit the counter, it wasn't the blade. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm going to have to finish with a DE, I think. I'm not getting a lot of hair. I'm getting hair, but I'm not getting a lot. I'll tell you what. Let me add some water to this soap. It's still a little thick. Don, your soap is thirsty. Which is a good thing. A little more. Sorry, guys. Okay. What is it? Remember the 5th of November. We all know that one, don't we? The gunpowder plot. The gunpowder treason. The treason plot. However you want to call it. That's better. Guy Fawkes. Okay, let me stop for a second. Do you know why the gunpowder plot happened? Yes, it was a rebellion against King James. See, Elizabeth, Queen Elizabeth, his cousin, he took over the crown after she died. She was hardline against Catholics. She was hardline Protestant against Catholics. And everybody thought that James would come in and be more lenient on the Catholics after many, many, many decades of persecution against Catholics. And he wasn't. He did not ease up any of the restrictions or anything on the Catholics. And they were still persecuted. So they said, okay, this guy's got to go. We'll kill him in Parliament on the opening day of Parliament when it's full on November 5th. We'll blow the House of Lords up where they're going to meet, kill the king, kill the Parliament, and then we'll put in his 9-year-old daughter Elizabeth as the queen. His fellow contributors with Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes was guarding the gunpowder barrels under the House of Lords. They had rented a house next to the House of Lords and then rented a storage area under the House of Lords and filled it with gunpowder buried under coal. And Guy Fawkes was caught there guarding the gunpowder with a pack of matches. So, under torture and interrogation, he gave up his co-conspirators, who were John and Christopher Wright, Robert and Thomas Wintour, Thomas Percy, Robert Keyes, Thomas Bates, John Grant, Ambrose Rookwood, 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 Sir Everard Digby, and Francis Treesman. The reason he was caught was Francis Treesman had sent an anonymous letter to William Parker IV, or William Parker, 4th Baron Montague, on the 26th of October, telling him not to attend the House of Lords on November 5th. Well, that rose suspicion, and then they searched the area on the night of November 4th. There was activities going on in the House of Lords that night. But not everybody was present. So the plot was for the 5th, when everybody would be present for the opening ceremonies of the House of Lords, when Parliament was in session, called into session. So, we are not going across the grain on the neck. Absolutely freaking not. Okay. So, they caught him, tortured him, interrogated him, tortured him, and got him to give up his co-conspirators. Some of them were cornered, and they were fleeing the pursuing sheriff of Worcester, and some of them got holed up in the Holbeche house, Holbeche house. And the leader of the gang, Robert Cateberry, or Cateberry, was shot, and some of the other guys were shot in the house when they barricaded themselves from the sheriff. And their trial for the rest was on the 27th of January in 1606, and they were all convicted of treason and convicted to hang and be drawn and quartered. that's pretty freaking harsh, drawn and quartering. I don't know if you guys have ever looked into that, but that's an absolutely freaking insane torture. It's where they tie ropes to your wrists and your ankles, stretch you out, and tie the ropes to either a horse or an oxen and have them pull you apart. Men can be very, very brutal to each other and very, very evil. So, hang on a second. I gotta pull this up because I can't see it. I got my notes over here and they're hidden. Details of the assassination of King James' attempt were allegedly known by the principal Jesuit of England, Father Henry Garrett. Although he was convicted of treason and sentenced to death, doubt has been cast on how much he really knew of the plot, as its existence was revealed to him through confession. Garrett was prevented from informing the authorities by the absolute confidentiality of the confessional. Although anti-Catholic legislation was introduced after the plot, many important loyal Catholics retained high office during King James I's reign. And what makes this story so interesting and relevant today is we're going through the same thing now. Anytime you take a group of people and demonize them, like is happening in this country right now, in the United States, where the government, the party in charge, is demonizing the other party and calling them fascist and traitors and racist and every other thing that you can think of. You will eventually reach a point where the hatred is not just one-sided and boils over, and bad things start happening. But people refuse to learn from history that bad things happen to people when they persecute another group. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I said, bad things happen. They keep pushing, and they keep saying that the right is going to start another civil war in this country. It's not the right that's going to start it. The right will end it. The left is trying to start it by keep calling the right names. You keep insulting people long enough, they will reach their boiling point and they will step up and say, enough is enough. And the one thing that they conveniently forget is the right side has all the guns. Not all, but most of them. I've been trying to find when our politics switched to be an absolute hate fest. There's always been disagreement between the two sides in this country. Always been disagreement. I remember Reagan had disagreements with Tip O'Neill, the Speaker of the House, back in the day. Did they hate each other? No. They used to have dinner and talk and everything else. They just had different political views. They did not hate each other like people do now. It's become an absolute flippin' hate fest. If you could get the hate out of your heart and talk to somebody just because they have different views than you do. I do it all the time. I'm sure you do too. You talk to people that have different views than me. You don't hate them. You got different views. Okay, we disagree. Big deal. But we doesn't mean we can't talk and be civil to each other. These people cannot. Well, I can say one thing, no blood. But I am going to have to finish with this. So you have to bear with me while I put a blade in this. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this, but it looks like I'm going to have to. One pass with a Statum blade that's already had 3 uses on it. I know a lot of guys use it's okay. I mean, if you had to go to work or go out to dinner, you could go. It's just not BBS for me. The blade could use a sharpening, which I will probably kill that edge and resharpen it, which I need to do. I need to kill it and reapply an edge, but it's going to be a while before I can use it straight again. I can tell you that much. When you haven't used one for a while and then you go and use one, it's kind of uncomfortable. Oh, you're going to hear some tinking. I'm just going to use the cup my brush was soaking in. I don't have my tub of water out. Because I was just using this to wipe the soap off. Sorry about that. Did I catch myself right there? Is that blood? Might be. It is. I did get myself. That's okay. One little spot when I haven't used one, when I haven't used a straighten that long. Yes, I need a lot more practice But I only ever shave on camera. I don't do shaves off camera at all. I know a lot of guys do. I don't. All my shaves are on camera. When I shave, you guys see it. Oh, that neck is horrible. Did I get myself over here too? I did. Alright, I got 2 bloods. Still not that bad. I am an amateur and a half with a straight. And especially one that's not as sharp as it could be. Yes, so all those involved in the gunpowder plot were executed. And to this day, the 5th of November is treated like we do the 4th of July in this country. It's celebrated with fireworks and bonfires and barbecues and everything else. Sorry, rinsing out the towel. I'm gonna wipe my face. Well, no, I'm not. It's still not BBS, but it's very, very close. It's a damn fine shave. I'm gonna give myself a little scrubby scrub with this because it smells so good. Oh yeah. Feel the burn as it gets in those cuts. That is an awesome scent. That is really, really, really good. Okay. And you know what? I put more water in this than I have any other of Don's soaps. Tastes like oud. Oh, there's a bitterness that comes in at the back end. Oh, that got bitter real quick. Oh, no, don't eat that one. It's not bad at first, but then it gets real bitter. Oh yeah. Sorry. I had to rinse that out. Oh. Okay. I have my septic pencil here, or septic pencil, whatever, just in case, but I don't think I need it. Just the yellow block. I've got nothing on the cheeks. Oh, the neck. Oh, that's a 2. That's a 2 on the neck. Oh, that's a 3 right there. That spot, I call it. That's a frickin' 5 now. Oh. Cheeks are nothing. There's nothing on the cheeks. The cheeks are calm and collected and all kinds of good stuff. But that sucker right there, oh boy. It wasn't at first. It was like a 3, and then all of a sudden it's just like it's soaked in a little bit. I'm like, gotcha. But that's me not using straight often enough. Wasn't bad. Wasn't a bad shave. Like I said, if you had to go to work or go out to dinner, you could have done it with that shave. It wasn't bad. Because I'm still not BBS. I still got some through here and here. But I'm not gonna push it too far. We're already getting late on the video, so. I'm at 40 minutes. Holy crap. I'm sorry, guys. I did not realize that. Oh, crap. My longest video ever. We'll get this done. That's a little witch hazel. I'll do a little splash and I'll close this up while I'm doing these. So I appreciate you all being here. Don't forget about the affiliate link. It's very close to hitting 25. When it does, I will that is good. I will get a $25 gift card to the Razor Company and give it to you guys. Don't forget about the 4 links I'll post in the description box. Give those guys a like. Just trying to boost everybody's numbers. And with that, I will say, with a little Nivea Maximum Hydration on the face and on the hands and on the head and on the arms, I will say, done with the babbling back behind the camera. Sorry I went so long. Really, I did not notice that. I just been yakking, and I had to take my time with this because I haven't used one in a while. All right, guys. Done with the babbling back behind the camera again. You're in the chair next. Have a good one out there. Sorry.